Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabanson to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And we see them today. We're going to be talking about that damn Anthony Edwards. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And speaking about Anthony Edwards, did y'all see that bombshell that dropped yesterday with the Knicks trading for Julius Randle and Karl Anthony Towns? Did y'all see Karl Anthony Towns' reaction on Twitter? I thought it was hilarious. I just posted it on my story and started laughing about it because it was so funny. You know, it's just so fun. He's like, oh, here come the NBA season. Real quick aside, talking about that trade, the Knicks got better. The Knicks got better because they got rid of Julius Randle, who was a bit temperamental, didn't really mesh very well with that New York fan base. They got a legitimate big man, a legitimate scorer, a guy that can go out there and get you buckets. He gives them something they don't have in a presence in the post. So that's a good move for them. We'll see what happens with the Minnesota Timberwolves. But talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves and their star, Anthony Edwards. So what happened? A few months ago, Anthony Edwards took it upon himself to totally disrespect the past era where Michael Jordan played by saying, to paraphrase, MJ was the only player that had skill back in his era. So that's why when they saw players like Kobe Bryant, they were like, oh my God. But now everybody has skill. That was the dumbass comments that Anthony Edwards made, to the point where even contemporary stars like Paul George, DeMar DeRozan was like, yo, son, you bugging. Like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. For you to say that, it means you know nothing about basketball history. So what happened? Magic Johnson recently did a sit down on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and he was talking about the Dodgers. He was talking about LeBron James, Bronny's son. And then they got to the point where Jimmy Kimmel decided to bring up those dumbass comments from Anthony Edwards talking about, the past eras. And the moment he brought it up, you could see Magic Johnson just like, oh my God, here we go. We got to talk about this guy. So as he's asking him the question, he's like, so what do you think about this? Magic Johnson completely deep fried. When I say deep fried, he deep fried Anthony Edwards with his answer. So for those of y'all who didn't hear what Magic Johnson had to say in response to Anthony Edwards, I want to play for you now, and then want to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to this here.
I don't want to anger you, but I do want to bring something up because this guy I have it here, quote, this Anthony Edwards, he plays for the Timberwolves. Man. He was comparing your NBA era to his NBA era now, and he said, I don't think anybody had skill back then. Michael Jordan was the only one that really had skill. You know what I mean? So that's why when they saw Kobe, they were like, oh, my God, but now everybody has skill.
Thanks a lot, Anthony.
Yeah.
I think he should have asked somebody, maybe his father or his grandfather, about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dr. J, Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Clyde Drexler, all these guys, Dominique Wilkins. We had some of the most dominant players that's ever played.
You should buy the Timberwolves just to scare the crap out of him. Bring him in for his contract. And go, Anthony, this thing about the skill, I'm paying Ohtani $2 million.
Yes.
You want to be in that boat, too?
Exactly. Well, also, too, you might want to talk trash when you won something.
Oh, that's true.
If this came from some of the guys who just won on the Celtic team, okay, you might want to look at it. But you haven't won anything. If I'm Anthony Edwards, I'm concerned about the Dallas Mavericks, about OKC, about Boston, about all these great teams.
You're not thinking about players of the past?
Yeah, exactly. You concentrate because you got beat by the Mavericks. You didn't make it to the championship. So I'm concentrating on that instead of what happened in a time you wasn't born.
I bet he would probably agree with that if he thought it through.
So you heard what Magic had to say. Before I even get into what Magic said, I want to read you some things that people were saying on Instagram about Magic Johnson's comments. And this is from Basketball Forever. And I want to read you, sorry, not Basketball Forever, from Bleacher Report. Apologize for that. And it basically says, Magic had a message for Ant after his comments about MJ being the only skilled player from the past generation. So what is it? One dude said, not everyone gets drafted to a team that got Kareem. Okay. Another person said, why did this randomly pop up again? Another person said, there were like 4 teams when you played, Gramps. Man, somebody better put a diaper on this kid here. Another person said, I'd win too if I played plumbers and electricians. Another person says, typical, Magic has something we don't have. Y'all know what he referring to. Another person said, Magic always hating. And swept one of the best scorers oat. I don't know what that means. Of all time. Of all time. Let bro talk. Another person said, Ant cooking Magic one-on-one. Another person said, Magic acting like he won a ring at 23. So, those are what some people said. Who are these people? I don't know. Would I ever want to meet these people? Hell no. I don't even know what the hell to respond to that. But you heard what they said. What are my thoughts on this? I think there are 2 things taking place here. There's Magic Johnson's side where he's annoyed with Anthony Edwards because he's like, this dude hasn't won anything, so why is he even talking? That's the first part. Then the second part is the people that know that Ant hasn't won a damn thing, but are mad at the fact that they getting shut down, but still want to talk. So they now start bringing up irrelevant things like, oh, well, you see, Magic, we have what Magic doesn't have. And I personally love what Magic did. And I think we need more of this in society. Tell me, like, what are you referring to? The fact is, in today's day and age, we have people that talk who haven't accomplished a damn thing, but they want to now argue with people that have. And I think that if you want to be taken seriously, you gotta at least prove yourself first. If you want to sit down at a table having a conversation with grown-ass men, you better have something to contribute. Otherwise, you can't get a seat. What did French Montana say? He said you can't get a seat if you ain't bringing nothing to the table, bro. You can't get a seat if you ain't bringing nothing to the table. You can't. Magic Johnson is in a totally different universe compared to Anthony Edwards. They're not even in the same stratosphere. Anthony Edwards is in the stratosphere of John Morant, Zion Williamson, these cats. Magic Johnson is in the stratosphere of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, LeBron, all of it. He's in that group. So why does a dude that has accomplished nothing get to talk? Why? That's what Magic is saying. But the young boys are like, but I feel like I should be able to talk. It's like, nah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I'll give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. I was at a club / it's like a hotel with a rooftop a number of years ago. And on the rooftop, they're playing music and all of this stuff, right? And people are there in groups, whatever, people in 2s, 4s, whatever. And then there was like a group towards the back. It's like a rooftop, but it has like a cover and all that stuff, kind of whatever. And at this table, it was like some big boys that were there. Big boys. I'm talking about like men that were like in their 40s, 50s, mid 50s. But all of those dudes, all of them were all made men. What do I mean? They were all successful in what they do. They were all millionaires. All of them. They were all millionaires. And they were having a conversation. So my dad was in the group, and I went to go say something to him, like, I forgot what I wanted to say to him, like, oh, I think I'm leaving or something like that. And he said something to me. He was like, I think I was going to sit somewhere or something. I forgot what I said. And he was like, yeah, okay, you can just hang out over there. Because these are not your mates. He goes, these are not your mates. So go hang out over there. What is he referring to? He was referring to two things. One, that's not my age group. Two, this ain't your tax bracket. Go sit your ass over there. You have nothing to add to this conversation. This is my father talking to his son like that. Now, he didn't say it in that way. He just said, this goes to him saying it in a mean way, nothing. The point is, you don't get to talk if you haven't accomplished anything. You don't. Sorry. You don't. For the young cats who may feel a type of way, that is life. That's life. I'm going to hip y'all up to some game real quick for the men watching, the young men. You better get your weight up. You better get your weight up because you're going to be very, very frustrated later on in life. Angry that, yo, why did they get to do that? And why the chicks over there digging them? And son, they got their weight up. They got their weight. They made men. They made men. And if you feel a type of way, get your weight up. Get your bag up. Whatever it is. Level up yourself. That's life. So Magic is looking at him like, yo, why am I responding to this dude? He's accomplished nothing. Talk when you've accomplished something, then I'll consider even talking to you. I remember when Kyrie Irving, a young Kyrie Irving, was trying to trash talk Kobe Bryant. He was like, you've not done anything. He's like, you got a little bit of talent. Like, do something first. Like, do a little bit of something. You've done nothing. Kobe's like, yo, get out of here. Like, yo, get him out of here. Now, Kyrie was brave and had bravado and all that. Like, yo, get out of here. You've done nothing. And I second that message. I do. I 100%. You can't just let anybody up here just come up here and start talking and all. Nah. I'm with you on this one, Magic. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.